couple of years ago, I gave this speech at one of our Toastmasters meetings. After that, my mom had asked me to give it at a family reunion. Unfortunately, by the time the family reunion rolled around, I had forgotten the speech. Recently, I was asked to give the speech again at one of our Toastmasters meetings. I relearned it. I'm now recording it to fulfill and honor my mom's request at long last. Mom, this is for you. Did you know there are over 2,300 verses in the Bible that talk about money? Financial issues are cited as one of the top 5 reasons for divorce. The United States government is trillions of dollars in debt. That would be trillions with 12 zeros after the number. We may not feel like we have a whole lot of control over government spending. Fortunately, we do have control over the choices we make every day about our own finances. This morning, I'd like to tell you a story, an adult nursery rhyme really, about Jack and Jill, a couple who found themselves drowning in debt, barely able to catch their breath, and the decision they made to steadily paddle their way out of debt and into a whole new life. Come, listen to a story about a girl named Jill. She married Jack, worked, and soon was paying bills. They used their credit cards, paying the minimum each month, and before they knew it, they were in a credit crunch. They'd also bought a house and took out a credit line. Now, when Jill came home from work, she was looking for the wine. She was weary, scared, and wondered where all their money went. Seems they were no longer working for themselves. She was spent. The fairy tale was over. Everything they earned went out. Their creditors came knocking. Some even had the nerve to shout. Jack and Jill looked squarely at each other and knew things had to change. Their marriage was getting rocky. They had to rearrange. Jill counted up their credit cards and found that they had 4. All were to the limit, and then she found 2 more. They did not know where to start on the thousands that they owed. They couldn't even remember what they'd spent it on. They felt lower than low. Then they sat up straight and realized they had to find a plan. This way of life no longer worked. It was time that they began to get their lives in order and eliminate their debt. Yes, they both knew it would take a whole lot of sweat. They researched many plans for hours and found one they could apply. Once they made the commitment to get out of debt, they both took a great big sigh. They faced their financial reality with a budget and a debt list. Overwhelming to be sure, but these things could not be dismissed. Jill cut up all their credit cards, no more buying without cash. They started saving money just to build a little stash. No more eating out, no latest in electronics, no cable TV. They wouldn't do anything now unless it was free. They started with the smallest debt, and when that one was done, they worked their way up and added that payment to the next one. Once their credit cards were paid off, they decided they would attack their home loan and line of credit. They wanted their lives back. After years of keeping their debt-free goal in sight, Jack and Jill realized they had totally changed their plight. Their home loan and line of credit both completely gone, they shouted out, "We're debt-free!" and started singing a brand new song. These days, Jack and Jill are often asked what dividends they've reaped from their journey to financial freedom. They took such a leap. The first thing that they'll tell you is the peace of mind they have regained. They no longer fret and worry or feel like they're going insane. The second thing they say is they now choose where their money goes. That choice is no longer made for them from the lenders they used to owe. The third thing that they marvel at is no tax deductions have been lost. They love giving to their favorite charities now instead of having a mortgage cost. People ask them if a debt-free life eliminates setbacks and unexpected events. They're quick to say, heck no, it's not like we're living in a convent, but setbacks now are annoyances from which they don't have to duck. When they do happen, they no longer feel like they've been hit by a semi-truck. Jack and Jill find it paradoxical that material things don't matter much to them now. It's not that they can't afford them. Their priorities have changed somehow. The flexibility they now enjoy is the unexpected, priceless reward for their focus, diligence, and sacrifice that has given them a life restored. Financial issues, particularly debt, causing trouble for so many people today, kind of makes you think that Jack and Jill have found a better way. Love you, Mom. You too, Dad.